Congrats on play of the
And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. Hello, fans. Welcome to this presentation of the NBA Sunday Night Action right here on two. How many games do you need to play, Greg, before you know who you are as a team?
I think you basically know already your identity, the pace you want to play at, obviously the development of the younger guys, and your chemistry is always ongoing.
So the opening lineup for the Heat, Andrew Wiggins is out there with Adebayo. Then it's MP. Then it's Tyler Hero. And it's Love in at the center.
The motor of MP. This guy loves to win, loves to compete.
Pass to Ingram. Here's Barnes. Dick passes to Barnes. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Well, that's a very early foul for him. Needs to be more careful and not pick up a second one this quarter.
Now, here's MP. Dick defending. MP kicks to Adebayo. MP passes to Adebayo. Back to MP. Adebayo with a screen for MP. 6 to shoot. Wiggins dishes to MP. Offline with his 3. And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for the Toronto Raptors. The Heat beat them last time when these two teams met down in South Florida.
They just got overwhelmed. We knew that game was going to be a tough one for them, and we were right.
Well, it's never fun when you're expected to lose a game. You just got to put it behind you, not carry it into the next one.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
So with Brandon Ingram's height and shooting ability stand, he can get about any shot he wants, can't he?
Yeah, Kevin, any shot at any time. You know, his ball handling is a lot better than people think. He can get to his spots on the floor. And a little bit like Kevin Durant, he can just rise up over people. And he's got a great ability to make really tough shots look easy.
Fun player to watch. The Heat have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Back to Hero. MP looking around. Double team on Adebayo. Kept alive. Kicks it out to Hero. The 3 from MP. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Pass to Shed. Here's Dick, covered by MP. Nobody near Barnes. Offensive rebound, and that one is good.
Man, that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, they need to pay attention to the details. Second chance points are backbreakers.
Adebayo finds MP. Driving to the basket, and MP throws it down.
Well, MP sensed his opportunity and did not hold back on the drive.
Pass to Dick. In the corner, it's Ingram. Barnes outside, from outside the arc. And it's Miami with the rebound. We've been following their streak, game after game, and right now it's up to 13 in a row.
Well, you look at the discipline, the way these guys play under control. They never get out of balance when they find themselves in a hole. They just continue to fight, play their game, and enforce their own pace.
Here's Ingram, following the basket by Bam Adebayo. Pass to Shed. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist.
That's a nice find by Ingram, getting it to the open man.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
Come on, MP. Need to make something.
Toronto's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. On the court for the Heat, you've got Rozier. Anderson is out there with Robinson. Then it's MP. And it's Jovic in at the 5 down low. Shot from the wing. Mobo with the rebound.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Pass to Dick from deep. Creams the three-pointer. Dick's got 9.
Whenever Dick is getting a pass, if he has any chance to get off a clean jumper, you know it's going up.
MP outside. Back to Rozier. Now, here's MP. Dick defending. Clock is at 3. MP, no good.
Well, so far, he hasn't had the same luck from deep in this quarter.
Dick finds Boucher.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
The Heat trail by 6. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Anderson outside. Back to MP. Puts up a 3. Miami no good on that time either. And Barrett has got the ball here for Toronto. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. Boucher kicks to Barrett. 13 feet away. And Rozier pulls it down. The Heat have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. And the defense of this Raptors team, Craig, they are built to switch.
And it's no accident with their roster construction. They like having wings that can guard all 5 positions. Makes defending a much easier prospect.
Here's Mobo. Still yet to score. Here's Barrett. Drives to the hoop. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Raptors lead by 5.
Making plays in traffic. This is where Barrett's most effective.
And here's MP for 3. And the Heat, another 3.
And that makes it 2 3-pointers in the quarter so far and 4 for the game.
And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. As the season starts to take shape, there is no better time to check in and see how the rookie race is looking. Some first-year players making big impressions early on in the season, and we'll monitor them to see who will be in prime position to take home the Rookie of the Year award. You look at MP, what a rookie year he's having, guys, atop the rankings right now, and even though it might be a tight call, he's definitely the favorite.
And what a feeling right now for him. I mean, sitting on top of the heap of all that young talent.
Yeah, he's a clear number 1 right now. Nobody even close to pass him.
For Miami, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Adebayo finds MP. Connects again from distance.
And defenses around the NBA have to deal with his three-point marksmanship. And he's already proven in his rookie campaign there's very little you can do to slow him down.
It has been a lot of fun, hasn't it, to watch him expand his skill set this season. And lo and behold, he now holds the 4th spot all-time for three-pointers in a rookie campaign. To me, that is amazing. And awards now have a minimum amount of games needed to qualify. And again for 3.
Well, as the three-point bombs keep raining down, he's just moved up 1 more rung on the all-time list for three-pointers in a rookie season.
The three-point prowess is evident. Such a huge addition to this team. Pass to Shed. It's stolen by Adebayo. Hero passes to MP. Back to Hero. And here's MP for three. Another miss by MP. The Raptors have gone 4 of 7 from the field in the second quarter so far. This one for three. A putback. It's good on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backpack.
MP against Barrett. MP kicks to Hero. The three from MP. Toronto grabs the miss. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd, and that's obviously easier said than done.
Well, on the road, your defense needs to withstand runs from the other side, and that wasn't the case for them.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. It's all tied in Toronto. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Thanks for joining us. The story through the first half, the Miami Heat in a game so far that's been close.
What a job they did from three-point land. I don't know if they can keep this up, though, Kenny.
Yeah, it's hard to hit threes at this pace for a whole game, but hey, as long as you're hot, keep taking them.
Now let's go ahead and recognize the Player of the Month Award recipients. In the Eastern Conference, MP.
To no one's surprise, MP, individually, he's a level above. Also makes his teammates better. What more do you want?
Makes his coach look awfully good as well. And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Barnes and Pirtle make up the inside pair. Then it's Brandon Ingram. Then there's Dick. And it's Shed in at the one spot. That's the group starting the second half for Darko Rajakovic.
Well, you know Ingram is known for his scoring, but he's really developed as a passer during his time in the league. He is a well-rounded offensive player.
Stan, I look at your list of players you've coached, some incredible scorers along the way, including Brandon Ingram. Let's zero in on him. What makes him so good?
Well, Kevin, look, when you've got Brandon Ingram's size and then you have the ability to get where you want to go on the floor and you can just get to that spot and rise up above people and knock down shots, you're virtually impossible to stop one-on-one, and that's what Brandon Ingram has.
What a talent. MP strong inside.
He's had it going offensively, helping them build this lead.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, TA?
Kevin, the Raptors are rebuilding with purpose. Coach Darko Rajakovic said, "We're doing a good job at the start of this process, selecting the right people that care and are very committed to each other. That's a good baseline to build on." Kevin, slowly, the pieces are falling into place.
Good, another from three.
Well, with the way he's been shooting from distance, I can't say I'm surprised that he's now second all-time in three-pointers made during a rookie campaign. He has been impressive.
And some of the best shooters we've ever had in the NBA are on this list. I don't think it's an understatement to say we could be witnessing a generational talent. Here's Ingram. And it's good. off the back of the rim and in. Ingram's got 8 points.
Well, there's that smooth jumper of Ingram. So outstanding at just creating space and rising up over the top.
And the new group for Toronto. The Heat also changing it up. Jaime Jaquez, he's checked in for Kyle Anderson. Wiggins comes in for Duncan Robinson. And MP subbed in for Tyler Hero. Wiggins left side. The 3 from MP. Bring it up for MP. A 3.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
And Barrett gets it to go.
Incredible night for Barrett. He scores in a multitude of ways, and he brings the effort on every possession.
The 3 from MP. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for it. And so it's the Miami Heat looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. And we'll be back with you shortly. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
Well, that is what coaches want from their point guards. Set others up, play the game the right way.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. On the floor for Miami starting the fourth, we've got Jaime Jaquez. Andrew Wiggins is out there with MP. Then there's Kevin Love, and it's Adebayo in at the power forward.
What an incredible game so far for MP. He's showing no signs of slowing down.
Pass to Walter. Here's Abaji. Jaquez defending. Boucher the screen. No good off the front iron.
And that's one he wants back, just wide open, but not able to connect that time.
And that one's good. MP.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Pass to Boucher. With the drive. Plays it up off the glass.
Well, the efficiency is there, but not the volume. He needs to start doing this every trip down the floor to close the gap.
MP passes to Jaquez. Connects from 3-point range. And the Heat lead by 18.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where is the defense then? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Getting the right finish hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Miami leading by 16. MP up top. Jaquez outside. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
The D has gotten a little bit laxed here, defending the triple.
And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. A different look for Miami. Duncan Robinson. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
And you know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that'll do it, folks. For Stan Van Gundy.
Greatest shooting seasons a rookie has ever had. Solid effort tonight on both teams. These fans make a lot of noise. Let's quiet that.
Like those kicks, MP?
You were the top rookie last month and everything.
Greetings, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for our latest presentation of NBA basketball. Brian Anderson here with Grant. When you talk about these two teams tonight, I think it's fair to expect a barrage of three-point shooting.
Oh, for sure, B.A. That's the usual game plan from both sides. It's going to be raining threes here tonight. And if they're falling, it's going to be a high-scoring affair.
And the starting lineup for Miami, they've got Andrew Wiggins. MP is out there with Tyler Hero. Then there's Kevin Love. And it's Adebayo in at the four-man position. Shot clock at 6.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
The kick out to Wiggins. Pass to MP. Fires from deep. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
He's always ready to take the shot. MP got it away quick.
Here's Hauser. And there's a pick. Three-pointer. And it's Miami with a rebound. And seeing this team right now is a problem. They've got 14 consecutive victories.
Yeah, not very often you see a team that's got the juice flowing like these guys. They've got the right attitude, the right team-focused basketball to win against just about anyone. Gonna be interesting to see and how this stretch comes to an end.
Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Thanks. Well, the Celtics won their 18th championship in 2024, the most of any franchise in the NBA, and with multiple extensions this summer securing their core moving forward, Boston has made huge financial commitments to compete for championships every single year.
Not a team to be taken lightly. All right, Shams, thank you for the report. A nice shot by MP.
You can bet MP will make a lot of those over his career.
Outside White. Back to Holiday. Pass to Porzingis. Holiday is screen on Love. To the inside. The kick out to White. From deep. Hits the three-pointer. White's got 5 points.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Take that, he says. I see your three, and I'll raise you another three.
Wiggins finds MP. Back to Wiggins. Hero outside. Fires the three. And again, it's Miami from deep.
Yeah, what an assertive move by Hero. Dropping an emphatic answer three.
Outside White. He hits the back iron and sinks it. He's got 7.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Pritchard's checked in for Drew Holiday. Anderson's checked in for Miami. MP, the pass to Wiggins. From deep, MP nails it from beyond the arc.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high-quality shooting.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Brian, it's great hearing Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla talk shop. He said everybody tries to break basketball up into offense and defense, but it's one game. Your spacing, decision-making, and shot selection set up your defense. That transition happens so fast, so the game is constantly changing. It's all connected, Brian.
No question. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff there. MP against White. MP, the pass to Adebayo. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist.
Oh, it's just raining threes for them early.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. Here's Tatum. Laid laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Brushing off the contact. Look, the dude is strong. When he gets in there, it's easy. That's an easy bucket.
You look at his college days and his rookie year, Tatum has always been on a winning team, Richard.
B.A., I think it starts with his approach. There's always been an air of professionalism when it comes to Tatum. He's just a young player that is focused only on winning. And MP is in fuego right now. If I'm on his team, I'm going to keep feeding them and feeding them.
Outside Tatum. There's a screen. 4-3. And Hero grabs the board. Miami leading by 7. MP left side. Pass to Adebayo. Back to MP. The 3 is up. And again, Miami with a triple.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
For Boston, they've gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. Pritchard, the pass to Tatum. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. Tatum's got 5.
This is what great scorers do. Tatum rises to the three-point challenge.
MP, the pass to Anderson. Back to MP. Hero outside for 3. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Hero's got his second basket.
They played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
Yeah, they're in control on both ends of the court, and it's always impressive when you build a double-digit lead in the first quarter.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown from Miami.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
Yeah, also, you got to appreciate how unselfish they've been. I mean, the ball movement has been impressive, and the assist numbers are off the chart.
Pritchard and White at the 1 and the 2. Al Horford out there with Luke Cornett, and it's Shireman in at the small forward position. That's the Boston 5.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes the out of this world. MP!
What did he just do? MP showing some insane athleticism.
Once again, an explosive highlight on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Celtics trail by 10. And about a minute gone in the second quarter. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
And he brings this game a little closer using a huge one-hand slam.
That's a great way to get your team back into it. White against MP. MP hammers it down.
There you go, MP. Hammer it home, young fella.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Here's Pritchard, pounded by Rozier. The kick out to White. To the paint. Here's Horford. Some solid D from Jaquez. Miami leading by 10. MP inside. And the layup is good off the glass. MP's got 21 points in the game. The Celtics have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. And close to a quarter of the way into the season now, Grant. How aware are the players of where they are in the season?
You know, B.A., you generally are aware of where you are in the year, but you rarely see guys counting games played or anything like that. He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Kevin Love's checked in for MP. And let's use this time to take a look at the Player of the Week in the Eastern Conference, MP.
Oh, it's been so much fun to watch him on the offensive end recently. He's really his team's engine on that end of the floor, sparking plays and helping them find open shots in big.
And so it's MP making things happen for the Heat. He's been lighting it up tonight. 24 points. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this.
Welcome, everybody. Before we talk about the first half, a breakdown of the injuries around the league.
How you replace a guy like Draymond Green? Everything he gives him, the rebounding, the passing, defense, and he does the little things.
Don't forget his energy, man. He's the heart of this team.
And let's talk now about the game we've been watching. What a terrific first half for the Miami Heat.
Well, we all saw it. They've blown this game wide open with the three-point shot. The defense is scrambling, but look, this is where they felt they could get their points.
Yeah, teaching floor spacing 101. We'll see what class is like coming out of intermission. Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
And let's take a look at Miami. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Bam Adebayo. Then there's Kevin Love, and it's MP, and it's Hero in at the point.
This demonstrates how confident Kevin Love is. He knows how dangerous he can be off the catch.
For three, Porzingis. Miami grabs the miss.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
MP against White. MP right side. Adebayo finds Wiggins. Just 5 to shoot from deep. MP. Tatum pulls it in. Tatum's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Down low. Porzingis misses.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
MP, the pass to Hero. Back to MP. Lets the three fly. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound. Tatum's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Outside Holiday. Back to Tatum. This one for 3. Offensive rebound.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
And here we go, the Heat fast break. MP shot is good.
His shooting has been fantastic, and this team has leaned on him.
Celtics trail by 19. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Brian, last season, Jason Tatum surpassed 10,000 career points. He said, it sounds crazy. I always think about when I was a kid growing up with my mom and saying I wanted to be in the NBA. I may have thought I would be one of the best players, but to actually do it is a surreal feeling. Brian, he's being honest.
Yeah, dreams do come true, Allie. Thank you. White against MP. Pass to Wiggins. And here's MP. The 3. Nails it from 3. MP's got 29 points.
This has been a running theme for him. Hit a number of threes in the first half, now nails another.
Outside Holiday. Rebound Miami. Adebayo's got 5 rebounds tonight.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Celtics have gotten just 1 of 5 shots to drop since halftime. White can't hit. Miami leading by 19. And you look at Derek White, Richard, the energy he plays with, it is remarkable.
That's his greatest attribute, his activity on both ends of the floor. Having a high motor is a skill. He keeps coming and tries to wear you down. Looking like an old hand out there. MP working the two-man game to perfection.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. There's a screen. Tatum inside. Counted by Adebayo. Tatum inside. Working on Adebayo. That one doesn't drop. He's 4 for 10 from the field now. MP with it. Porzingis picks him up defensively. MP, the pass to Hero. From downtown. Boston pulls it in.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
He's 6'4" and well-built. Drew is bigger and stronger than you think.
Boston shooting their 6th and...
Substitution on the ball.
Boston with the ball. To the right side. Pass to Holiday from outside the arc. Rebound Miami. Hero's got his 4th rebound in this one. Luke Cornett out there with Kristaps Porzingis. Then there's Drew Holiday. Then there's Al Horford. And it's Pritchard in at the 1. That's the Boston 5. The 3 ball. And the shot is good on the assist by Holiday. Holiday's got 3 assists now in this one.
Just a professional pass from a great player. That's Drew Holiday.
Hero, the pass to MP. Adebayo, a screen on Holiday. Pass to Adebayo. There's the 3. Cranes the triple.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
The baseline J is on the way. Horford in the high post. Lays it up and banks it in.
And Horford is a selective shooter, but he's fantastic at knowing when to attack inside.
Hero, the pass to MP. On the wing, MP. And again, it's Miami from deep.
Now, you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to them at all times.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. And Boston with some changes. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Cornett. Hauser comes in for Horford. And it's White in for Pritchard. Love is checked in for Miami. And Drew Wiggins comes in for Robinson. Pass to Tatum. Holiday with the ball. White for 3. Love grabs the miss. Love's got 5 rebounds tonight. MP outside. Well, Grant, you are an excellent defender in your day. So who was the toughest player you had to guard?
Well, there were so many great players. Michael, LeBron. But let's talk about the late, great Kobe Bryant. I mean, he really had no weaknesses. And even if you defended him perfectly, there's a good chance he can still make the shot.
Intelligent play by Tatum, moving the ball to get an open shot.
And so Hero will bring it up for Miami. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. MP finds Adebayo. From deep, MP. Good! And the assist goes to Adebayo. Adebayo's got his 4th assist with that last one. Here's White. It's hauled in by the Heat.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Heat.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
BA, it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And for the year, this will give them win number 17.
It's just the start of this season series with 3 games left between them, but it must feel great to take the first meeting.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for MP.
And he's been a well-oiled machine on offense, keeping things simple in this end, getting the looks that he wanted, knocking them down.
Leader from distance. Tatum can't hit.
I understand why he pulled up for the leader right there, but the defense adjusted to that very well.
MP, the pass to Hero. A deep 3 from MP. Hauser grabs the board. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Porzingis for 3. Can't hit that one. Adebayo passes to Hero. MP looking around. Fires the 3. And the miss. So no problem for Miami as they get the win. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
Another game, another win. Back to work tomorrow. They talk the talk, but you walk the walk.